actually. Richard, if you could briefly say who you are and what you've been up to.
Yeah, well, I've had what I say, a long and varied career here in the computer game industry, as well as a secondary, less active career, but in another very interesting field of human spaceflight. And I started back in the 1970s, writing my very first Ultima prequels, I would refer to them as, on machines like a teletype that were popular prior to the existence of personal computers, starting with the Apple II in my case. And then with the advent of the Apple II in 1979 or so, I rewrote the last fantasy game I'd written from a teletype onto the new Apple II, and thus started a career in computer games. After the first game at Calabeth, then wrote 9 in the solo-player Ultima series, Ultimas 1 through 9. Then Ultima Online, which is arguably the beginning of the era of massively multiplayer games. Then, since at that time I'd sold my first company, Origin, to Electronic Arts, and EA was not interested in pursuing massively multiplayer games at that time, so a bunch of us split off and formed Destination Games, which eventually became part of NCSoft, where I wrote Tabula Rasa, and we as a company also published these games as varied as Guild Wars and City of Heroes. And then now, with the advent of social media and mobile games really becoming so strong, we've split off and formed a third company now, Portalarium, and hopefully our new company will allow us to reinvent role-playing games for a third time, and that's what I'm working on right now, is a game I call the Ultimate RPG, and hoping to kind of pick up with the design sensibilities that I started all the way back in the 1970s, and bring that kind of deep sandbox role-playing experience to the new users and new platforms.
This question is from the live 2-hour Richard Garriott interview. Click full interview to see it, or click next for the next question. And this video is part of Stratics, a career path in gaming, not gambling, video games. To learn more, visit Stratics.com.